All right, guys, so here we are again at the swamp. I don't know if I'm going to put all the past couple days I've been fishing a little bit into this video or not. I have going on what I'm calling the curse of the GoPro, which is anytime you take out your GoPro or wear it, you don't catch anything. And then, of course, the only time that you do go out without the GoPro, you catch them. And yesterday, it was torrential downpouring here. It dropped 20 degrees. I decided on my way home, even though it was downpouring, to throw a jig around a little bit, because that's what I've been catching them on. I've been catching them on this little jig with a Missile Baits Faubert on it, I think it's called. I don't know, I always mess up the name. And they're still hitting it. They will always hit a jig. But I'm hoping I can actually get something now. It's 10 degrees warmer than it was yesterday. And yesterday they were hitting it, well, 2 days ago, let's put it this way, it was 60 degrees out. And then yesterday it was 40 and downpouring. And the fact that they're still hitting a jig being swam like they were the other day when I tried to film and ended up not filming on accident, basically it's the same pattern. I'll start out just throwing out the jig, swimming it fast, and then I'll slowly slow it down. I'll work from swimming it in fast, and then I'll start swimming it in a little slower and a little slower until I'm just barely dragging it until I find the way that they want it. And then usually I can keep catching them after that. Like the past couple times when I've not brought the GoPro out with me. And of course, slayed them. So we're gonna see if we can catch some fish. Yes, I still have not gotten a new auxiliary mic. That is on my list of things to do. It's just I keep forgetting. I honestly need to keep like a little to-do list. It'd probably help me out a little bit. And yesterday when it was downpouring, this is the only spot I caught them. But I had to leave because it started to thunder and lightning really bad around me, and as much as I love fishing, I didn't feel like getting struck by lightning. If you guys throw jigs enough, if you swim them, hop them, pitch with them, you learn to know what it feels like when they have your whole jig in your mouth or not. That's why a lot of guys get discouraged when throwing jigs at first, because they'll be throwing them and they'll feel a bite and they won't realize that it's just a fish biting the trailer. Set the hook and they're discouraged. They don't realize why they didn't catch that fish, or if it even was a fish at all. And basically what my suggestion is, when you feel a bite, if you're just pitching a jig, after you feel them pick it up, if you're not positive it's in their mouth, if you don't feel that giant thump, shake it a little bit or just lift up till you feel your jig. And if you don't feel your jig at all on the bottom, crank it up into them. If you lift up and you feel a little bit of weight, crank it up into them. If you're swimming it, it's a little different. A lot of people have trouble discerning if they're hitting a log or hitting a clump of weeds or a fish. And I can't tell you how to tell the difference in how it feels. That's for you to mess with and find out. Let me just put it this way, hook sets are free. I know a lot of people say that, but it's true. You have unlimited hook sets. So if you feel something, don't be ashamed to set the hook. Even if the back of your mind you think, oh, that's not a fish, set the hook. You might get surprised sometimes. But just remember, guys, when it comes to fishing jigs, there is no wrong way to fish a jig. Whether you have it on the bottom and you're just hopping it, whether you're swimming it, oh, that was definitely a fish. Caught me off guard. I was talking. Come back and hit it again. How about that wind noise? I will tell you one thing, that bite told me something. I was just swimming it real fast, and now I'm going to slow it down just a little more. Maybe he can get it in his mouth a little better. Maybe they don't want it that fast. Yeah, they'll hit it that fast, but they won't commit to it. So I'm going to slow down my reeling just a little bit. Let's see what happens. I'm not gonna lie, that fish just hit it probably about 8 times, and it's because of how little he is. Got him right in the side of the mouth though. That's probably the smallest fish I've caught this year so far. Well, that fish ate that little jig, but it's not so little compared to him. All right, well, that was a perfect example. Remember how I said I'll slow it down a little bit? Well, slowing my reeling down a little bit paid off. Another thing, when you first start fishing jigs, don't get disappointed when you're missing a lot of fish or a lot of fish are popping off. This is what happens when you're talking and you're trying to cast, guys. Future Ricky, 3 hours from now, when you're editing this video, don't put that in. Oh, that little bugger, he just hit it again. He's definitely little. He's definitely little. So I'm not going to change his trailer off yet because he's just going to take my pinchers off again. I got him. This one's a little bigger than the last one. No giant, but I'll take him. Popped right out. A little bigger. He's still a dink. Wouldn't want to catch his fish in a tournament, even though he's about 10 inches. But I still wouldn't want to catch him. He might be 12. I don't know. He's fat though. Bit it without the claws, so I'm gonna keep throwing it for a couple minutes. Otherwise, they're just gonna take all my claws off all my trailers. Now that last fish, I didn't even really feel the bite. All I know is that it felt like I was reeling in a line without a jig on it. So I knew he had it, and I know he was swimming towards me. So I just reeled 2 quick turns and yanked up into him, caught up that little bit of line. All right. Well, somebody left a lizard. I can't even tell you what brand this is, but I'm gonna pick it up. Obviously, I'm gonna rip off half of it. It's got a little bit of a swimming tail, and it's somewhat close to the color I'm using. I'm gonna put it on that way I don't gotta walk back to my truck and get another trailer, even though I should have had my trailers in my pocket. Well, that's probably the most interesting thing I've ever thrown, but let's see if it looks decent. Oh, it doesn't look bad at all. I don't know that number. I'm not going to answer. Whoever that was, don't you know it's rude to call a person while they're peeing? A friend of mine just drove by, Blaze, and just honked. I don't know if you watch my videos, Blaze, but if you do, I heard you honk. I saw you. I sees you. I sees you, Blaze. Oh, Blaze, if you're watching this, do you want to go fishing sometime? It'd be cool if you just turned around and came back and fished with me. It's a lot funner to fish with someone than stand here fishing by yourself, talking to a GoPro. Bugger. Little bugger. I'm just gonna catch this fish real quick and then I'm gonna fix my pants. Or not. That'd have been cool though. If I'd caught one while saying that, wouldn't have been. I'm sure you guys would have been impressed. Like, wow, he really knew he was gonna catch a fish right then. But no, I did not catch one. I don't know how I got stuck. A second I felt it a little bit. There we go. Here's a tip. If you feel your jig come into a log and it feels like it's gonna get stuck, just shake your rod a little bit. Not with any pressure, just shaking. A lot of times it'll pop off from being behind it. Alright, this one I'm using as a trailer on that little jig. It is the Missile Baits Crawfather in the Superbug color. And I like it because it's small, it's compact, but at the same time, those little legs, they kick pretty good. It makes it look like it's got a little bit bigger of a presentation when it's in the water. It gives it a bigger profile. I'll give you an example right here with the weird lizard I found on the ground. on the jig compared to the crawfather. Alright, there's weird lizard I found on a jig. See how the jig looks real small, real skinny? Look at the size of the crawfather next to it, and then I'll show you it with the crawfather on it. Now, coming up in the next couple weeks, guys, it's going to be my favorite time of the year to fish. It's going to be that pre-spawn and the spawning season coming up. Probably in about another month they'll be spawning, but they'll be pre-spawn a lot sooner than that, obviously. Probably about 3 weeks. Because it's supposed to warm up a lot, so they'll be pre-spawned before you know it. And that is my favorite time of the year to fish, because the fish are real fat. They're feeding up before they go and get on their beds and try to find a mate. And they will hit all kinds of stuff. It's a good time of the year for chatterbaits. Last year, pre-spawn with the chatterbait, I caught my personal best for up here, which was a 7.5. And if living in New York, a 7.5 is a pretty damn good personal best, if you don't mind me saying. But yeah, that's that jig with the little crawfather on it. My best ever was a little over 8 pounds, and that was caught in Florida last winter. So I caught 2 personal bests just like about 3 months apart in the same year. So last year was a good year for me with big fish. I do have that 7.5 on video, and some of my videos were really cruddy. My videos are a good amount better now, I think, personally. Like, the filming on that day was terrible. I got so nervous when I caught that fish that I didn't even lip him. I grabbed the line, I picked him up, put him on the ground. And I felt a little bit bad about putting him on the ground. Like, I realized as I was doing it, I probably shouldn't do that. But no, that was a big fish. I'll link it down below. I think I've linked it below in a couple other videos, but if you're new and you're watching this video and you want to see a 7.5er caught in New York, go on down. I'm all around this tree. Let's not get my jig stuck in this tree after I was putting a new trailer on it. Wow, I'm taking a whole branch apparently. I really gotta check my line after that. Gosh dang. Yeah, my line's all messed up. Alright. I'm feeling this is going to be a day for the other side. And this wind is actually helping me, believe it or not. I'm going to try to cover the wind from you guys, because the wind's blowing right into this pocket where I'm standing. So a lot of the bait's going to get blown in here, and the fish are going to be sitting up here looking for that bait getting blown down in here. So it makes sense why they're biting over here real good. I wouldn't say real good, I've only caught 2, but you know what I mean. I'm catching fish at least. I don't know if you can hear me right now. Is he still on there? If he is, he's tight. Yep. That's another case where I felt him hit it when I was reeling it quick, and I slowed down my reel a little bit. So if you want to know why I'm losing so many trailers, it's because of little guys like this. Just ripping them off. And I set the hook in him, I could not even feel him at all. Well, I don't mind catching little fish all day. Call me the dink master. That was the goofiest hook set I think I've ever made in my life. This one feels pretty good. Oh no, he's still a dink. He's fighting hard, but I was trying to put the rod on my shoulder right as he hit it, and the rod slipped right out of my hand almost. I still got him right. Another fish. Well, I guess leaving the trailer off this thing, or leaving the claws off the trailer wasn't a terrible idea. Just call me the dink master, guys. Call me the dink master, because apparently all I can catch today is dinks. But like I said, I'm okay with that. I'm not going to be hurt if I don't catch a big one today. Oh my gosh. Felt it come over a log, so I dropped it. I lifted up and felt a little bit of weight, and I thought something had picked it up. This is definitely going to break off. Oh! Did I just get my jig back? I believe that I did. Is my hook way bent out? Yes, it is. Well, I don't think that's going to catch anything. I'm going to go tie another jig. I just went up to my truck and I got one of my favorite little jigs. I wasn't throwing a jig I really liked before because I lose a lot of things here, and I didn't want to lose one of my good jigs, but I figured I'd go and grab one of these. This is one of my custom cast little D jigs, and I'll put a link in the description if you want to get these. But these are some of my favorite little jigs. I figured I'd throw one out just because it has a stouter hook than the other brand I was just using. I'm not going to name the other brand because I don't want to insult them, because I said that they're one of my least, I didn't say least favorite, but brand jigs I like, but I don't like swear by them. These I'll swear by because you have to rip a hook real hard into something to get this hook to bend out. Even on such a small jig like this, on their big jigs, that hook is not bending out. So, alright, got the little Dion. It's got a little Skeet Reese pit boss in there, black and blue. Pit bosses swim a little bit, so yeah, it doesn't look bad. This one has a nice archy style head. It doesn't get caught nearly as much. Now the head on this, it's archy styled. I'll show you in a second, but the sides of the head are a little flatter, so it comes through cover a little better. See if I can get that on camera and show you what I mean. See, it's archy style head, but the sides of the jig are actually a little flatter. This is a flipping jig, but honestly, you can use this to swim it. I mean, I do, because it comes through cover pretty dang good. I don't catch just dinks. Everybody has those days where they go out and catch dinks. Don't be ashamed if you go out and all you catch all day is dinks. Don't be ashamed of it. It happens to all of us. It's happening to me right now. I just like one decent one. Because right now I got nothing to write home about. I don't even prefer making a video about catching dinks, but make the best of it. I need to get a video out there. I haven't had a video out in a while. Speaking of which, I did film the first tournament of the year. The water temperature was 34 degrees and the air temperature that day was 37, 38, and it was rainy. I did film all day. I filmed a whole lot of me and the guy I fished with, Gary, not catching anything. I believe only 4 guys caught anything, and they all caught them in basically the same area, Chimney Point, and they caught them on Kitex, dragging them on the bottom. And that's the exact thing I was throwing all day. It's just I wasn't in the right spot, I guess. We weren't in the right spot. Throwing the right thing. Oh my gosh. If you have a bunch of snot on your line, when you shake your rod in the water to get it off, make sure you don't have your thumb on the button like you're getting ready to cast. Hopefully this comes out nice and simple, otherwise this rod might be shot for today. Oh wow. Oh wow. I can't believe I just did that. I was talking, I was getting ready to cast, and at the same time I was trying to clean off my lure. And I done messed up. Yes, I did. Hopefully I have more 20-pound line at home, because I don't think I'm getting this off. This is embarrassing. done this twice today now. Twice. Look like a noob right now. My fingers are cold. I wanted to get this stuff off my lure, but what can you do, guys? Can't always win. Yeah, it's not coming out. I gotta go home and work on this. It's a jumbled mess. This is terrible. Alright, well, let's try this again. I'm not actually going to throw this the whole time. Yes, it's a big Huddleston weedless perch. I have a chatterbait in my pocket. I'm probably going to throw on this rod. My normal chatterbait rod is inside. Well, I have it in my truck. I just have the reel inside at home because I was working on it the other night. What I have in my pocket is a Strike King Rage blade, which I'm not a fan of. I bought one last year just to try it. I ended up not liking it at all, but it's in my pocket. I'm gonna give it another shot. I want to say chatterbait, but it's not chatterbait. It's a Rage blade. Try to make it sound all cool because they can't use the name chatterbait. No offense, Strike King. I do like a lot of Strike King stuff. It's just when I tried out this Rage blade, I had a lot of problems with it. I had problems with the head coming off of it. I had problems with the way it's swimming and it coming up to the surface. But I heard with this size model, this weight, that a lot of people have problems with it coming up to the surface if you reel it too fast. I'm not gonna have a problem with that today, I don't think, because it's pretty cold today. I'm not gonna be throwing it real fast. Hooks on it is sharp as all hell, though. I'll give it that. Well, I have tried putting a swim bait on this. I've tried putting a Kitex on it, and I still don't like it really. That's a fish though. I will say I finally caught a fish on it. And I will admit it does feel like a little bigger one. I'm not saying he's a toad. Yeah, it's probably the biggest one of the day. Wow, I was just complaining about your Rage blade, but and caught a fish. Might have to give you another shot now. You slammed it pretty good. Let me make sure the GoPro's on. I wasn't just rambling for no reason. No, it's on. Cool. This battery's almost dead. It's the last battery I have with me. I think you're hitting that little guy. It's little. It's sad to say it's the biggest one of the day, but I'll take him. I'm gonna cast right back where I just caught that one and see if there's another one there. I was just giving this Rage blade so much shit. But I did catch one on it. That's the girlfriend. Well, that's actually perfect time. My battery's starting to die. I just caught a half decent fish on a lure that I didn't have a lot of faith in. I still don't really. Like, I'm happy I caught something on it. That way I could experience that. I mean, I did catch a little one on it at night in that tournament. But, you know the deal. So let's end this on a good note. I caught some fish. I got to show you a little bit about how to find them and get them to hit it when you're throwing a jig and swimming it, little jig. My tips for doing that. And I got to catch a couple. Tried some weird stuff with the jig, with that weird lizard tail. Talked a lot. I'm sure you're tired of me talking. I'm pretty sure I've been fishing for a good 2 hours and I talked the entire time. Only probably about 15 minutes of it's going to go into the video, so that's going to be fun to edit out. Anyways, I'm going to stop rambling because I've been rambling for about 2 hours talking to myself. It's probably because I'm cold also. But I will catch you guys next time. I have a tournament on Sunday at Bantam Lake. I'm going to film this one too, just like I filmed the last one. But hopefully I catch something this time. That would be nice. I need that. It's not because I don't know how to fish, guys. don't lean into that. It's the one spot in the lake where all the guys caught this last tournament, and we did not go to that one spot because there's a lot of people there. Anyways, I will catch you guys next time.